All right, guys, we're back at it. Looks like the leaderboard will be resetting tonight. Let's see. Looks pretty quiet on the for what I race on a Wednesday night. See who's out here. What's going on, Mr. Ghost? Doing pretty good today. Still trying to get my sleep in order, but just gotta keep trying, I guess. For some reason, this McLaren broke on my other phone. Let's see what it does on here, especially with the stream lag and everything. That thing just suddenly started to wheelie. I don't know why. I spent a lot of time trying to get it to stop wheeling without the bars, so yeah, see it's wheeling on here too. It's getting the 60 seems like it's way too hard from what it used to be. I don't know what happened, it just broke. The only thing I really noticed about the game was these graphics settings. I never noticed if these were all here before or not. All these anti-alias settings. But it put me on FXAA. But there's a bunch of other settings. I even tried turning it off. So I think we're probably just gonna end up having to stick a bar on this thing and then be done with it, because I don't really think it's worth my time to keep messing around with it. It's only a 5.5 car and it doesn't really work all that great. You didn't spend that time. and around 5.5. So I have no. Maybe I'll just leave it. Seems like it's red lighting now. So it's definitely getting a harder launch than it used to. Because I had to basically eliminate the delay just so the thing wouldn't red light. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it had something to do with the them trying to fix the Lambos and failing, or what's going on. 5.7 IROC, yeah, I probably have a 5.7 IROC in stock. Used to be a real good car for me. Used to run like high 5.5s back in the day of version 187. Used to be one of my best cars back then. If you want to go into the garage, I did find a handfuls I could get rid of, but I'm still at 97, so unless something comes up. But I usually hang on to a car even if it isn't that good anymore. See, I have some cars marked for sale that I can get rid of. Where the heck is this IROC? Did I miss it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, this used to be one of my big money cars. 500 wins. Took in 4 mil with it. I think this was my maybe my number 3 car of that era. But the thing won't do much better than a 5.7 now, unless it's been buffed and I didn't hear about it. Oh, you know what? I changed it into an 8th car. So that's not really going to tell me nothing. I'd have to try and dig up my tune for it, but it's not really all that useful anymore. You can actually trying to remember exactly how this thing launches. Because those are actually a tight set of 8th gears on it. See, this thing needs to launch. Maybe like somewhere down here. These are just kind of throwing together some rough gears here. It's kind of close. I think it'll launch harder than that. Try like 78. Seems like that second gear could maybe be turned up a little. But it's pretty much where you'd expect it. Yeah, this is pretty much very similar to the car I had back in the 90s. I had a 94 Z28. With the square headlights like this. Very, very similar. Had the LT1 with the magneto, which was actually horrible because the ignition on the thing would just not work sometimes, and the car would just run like total crap sometimes. And it was under warranty, and I probably should have kept hammering away at them to try to make them give me a new engine, but I kept bringing it in, and it was the case of well, it didn't do it when we had it. You know, when you bring a car in and it doesn't do what it does, because it was like a intermittent thing. And they tried to, like play it off like it was the charging system, like the alternator, or something, and I think they may have given me an alternator and that was a big problem with the early LT1s and the Camaros, was that stupid magneto thing, and then they got rid of it, I think, or they fixed it. I don't know. What's going on, GSL? So that's my little history story of my Camaro. So we'll have to see what we're gonna take out tonight. Got some Lambos out. I know I race Pac-Man a lot. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a very good connection, so there's a good chance that he may have problems. Looks like he's got a fresh Lamborghini right out of the showroom. No decals or anything. He doesn't want to stage. Of course, the same typical thing that happens to me all the time. Is my car red lights and runs like crap when I race. Whenever I race a Lambo. See if I can get a clean pass in this thing. Hopefully they didn't break the traction for some reason, trying to fix the Lambo. That wasn't too bad. Slow. But the 60 was there. See if I can find it. Something besides a Lambo out here. Is that the guy I just raced? No, that's a guy I was trying to race, but I missed him. Let's see if I can get a clean pass out of this one. At least that wasn't my red. Kind of slow again. See if he wants to try again. Yeah, that would suck if they broke this car. But I think a lot of people didn't like this car because it was beating all the Camaros. And everyone that had a Camaro and hardly anyone was using it for some reason. Like they were so, stuck on their Camaros, and then this thing all of a sudden was beating them. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, that car works, just for some reason it doesn't seem to work against a Lambo. Thinking maybe the Camaro's it's not kind of the same case because mine hasn't really been up to par. We'll see what it does. $28 by 10.5. I was way early on those shifts. He had the red bars. Looks like people are updating their game. Okay, we got the Ronin. Decent pass against the Ronin. Ronin gets good 60 foots. But he's a little off the pace. See if he wants a rematch. Well, now he doesn't. He was thinking about that for too long. Got Onslaught out here with the Lambo. I guess I'll put American up here. But then again, if I put that, somebody in Lambo will automatically know it's an easy win. So what do you do? Okay, we got the Subi or the Supra. Oh, I just accidentally hit that first shift. Got a good one. 48. He almost wanted to go again. Okay, there's an NA car. Not too shabby. That's kind of a mismatch though against that Camaro. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this is kind of like the opposite of what I was racing for a long time. Nissan versus Z28. But I was usually in the Nissan. And I just overpowered him. He had the 60 though. And the Nissan does have the top end too. It's just a matter of getting it geared that way to stretch it out. A 48. Yeah, see, you can stretch that thing out a little bit with a little bit more speed. That's a good launch for the nitrous, though. Oh, that's probably not. Oh, it is him. Guess he's going to keep trying. I mean, the Nissan is certainly not that consistent, though the 60 is usually there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I race this guy all the time, though. Yeah, he's not getting top end on that. Pretty sure that car will do a couple miles an hour more at the top end. I'd have to take mine back out again. Usually if you get out of the hole with the Nissan, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Yeah, that was slow passes for both of us. Maybe if he still got it out, I'll race him with mine. Sometimes one person will get the advantage though on a track. See if I can grab this race. Oh, he's on ET Streets. That's not really fair. Yeah, my Nissan's definitely working. Although it didn't put up a pass, but it definitely worked. So I don't know what happened there. It only got up to 251. I thought it got more top end than that. I don't see that. I don't see that one guy taking his Nissan back out unless he's working on it. I don't want to get stuck in this car for too long though. Although I used to race this thing a ton. It was a little tight on the launch. See, now mine is slow now, so I think it all depends on the matchup. The track conditions, he might call it. See, it seemed like I got to 60 there. No, I didn't. It was kind of a slow pass, but he got the 60 that I should get somehow with the Camaro. He's getting the 60. He's getting my 60. I didn't see what happened there, though. Yeah, see, my car didn't work at all on that pass. Chalk that up to bad track conditions. Oh, here he is. Let's jump in and see. Oh, his car looks different. Yeah, so he got the 60, but he didn't get the ET. I didn't get either one of them. Did I get a 5.4 in this thing tonight? I got that one. That was a 471. I think that's the only one I got. I got a lot of wheelie there. A lot of grip. 000. Yeah, I really got a hard hit on that one because I wouldn't have got the 000 if I didn't get the hard launch. But it just doesn't seem to have it down the track. Oh, he left. Let's see what this thing does versus a Lambo. I don't know why they have these trees on all these tracks. Oh, this is a pretty good race. 007. It looked like I was catching him, but of course the game made it look like we were much further apart than we were. But if it, see that it kind of evened it out at the end. Wait, where is it? Right there. It evened it out. That looks like more than... That looks like more than a double O win there, unless the replay just didn't catch up enough. Now watch you run a 540. We're going to catch him this time. Only got a 550 though. If you get a good shifts and it looks like a good pass, I think it's just track conditions when you don't hit the number. We might catch him again. No. The 005 race. But our cars are not synced up, so you can't tell how close it is. I got a lot of slip on that one. Got a horrible time though. Can't stay out there too long against the Lambo. So what should we... Let's take out some other cars. Yeah, it looks a little quiet tonight so far. Oh, this car's jacked up. With the big burnout. Prediction giant wheelie. It's a pretty good pass for the old Superbird. That second and third gear are kind of close. I think I miss that sometimes. Let's see. He didn't get as much wheelie as I thought. Got great ghosts out here. Probably in that Camaro. Hey, you want to race IROC? Yeah, I still got mine here. I just put a quick set of gears on it. I'm thinking it'll 60 better though. I think a lot of these cars that from 187 that stopped working, a lot of them, it was because of the traction. To where it wouldn't even hit a 5.7. But then I think I was putting the weight back on them to get a little more 60. second gears. I think it's way too. It's not quite right. Their numbers are almost identical though. Forgot to launch because I was thinking about getting like identical numbers again. I want to try something on this car really quick though. I want to try moving the weight back. And that second gear definitely, I think, needs to go a little harder. Kind of throws off. Try it like that. The other thing I don't think it needs that that limiter either. These cars shift so slow, I'm not used to it. Not still. I didn't really get the hard hit on it. I may have already set this one back from what it was. This may just be all it has, though. You know, it doesn't really help it. Actually, that gear can probably. I didn't get as much 60 on that one, so it might be too much. I don't know that'll do much better than that though. Seems like the gears could be needing a little. Fifth and sixth seem to be a little too close. I want to see if this thing will work for me. See if I can find a matchup for this. This is only 5K, so if we could pull off this win, that'd be a big win. Look how low that is compared to mine. If we could pull off a 5-4 in this, I'd be happy. Oh, that was pretty slow for this. I didn't really hit the gears though. First and second. All right. What should we do? Got a ghost out here. Another ghost. I was a little off on those shifts. He was beatable, actually, if I would have got a pass. He'll probably get a better one this time. This car looks low. I gotta be quicker on my first gear. Took down a Lambo. Can't tree. We got a good 60, but it's not getting the top end. Doesn't look like. Want to race what? I don't know. I really hate to mess with this car though. Hoping it might be temporary. Yeah, we can do that. You got your small tire, short tire, I should say. That's a little better. If the 60 was there, I'm still a little late on first. For this setup. Yeah, there we go. I say I got my first in time. Second was a little late, but it seems like this car is kind of coming back. Got a huge 60 foot on that one. Guess we'll move out our another NA car. What's going on, Eden? Welcome to the stream. Doing some heads up quarter pro tree. Don't really want to race any of those. Yeah, your friend? Where's your friend? Get him in here. If you want to race a certain car, just drop a code. Tell me what car. Yeah, you're still messing around with that Camaro with the 30s on it, huh? Yeah, I would think you could keep that in the 5.5s with the 30s. That's going to sink the rear end of it, though it's going to squat it down. So then you'd have to make adjustments for that. Yeah, I don't really go any smaller than 35 or 34 on all the new NA cars. Maybe 33, depending on how the stance is. But you need the big ones for the top end. Does a wheelie. Was that the no? Was that the no bar car? Yeah, Aiden, does your guy want to race any certain car of mine? Or what? 24 16s. That's got to be a Lambo, but I think I had one with 24s. You just want me to make a race? All right, 4669. I like that name. This isn't really a good matchup. Pretty good one for the wagon. All right, man. GG's. All right, we're in the Audi. The RS6. All right. He's saying he's slow. I don't know if I believe him. There's small tires on there, on his. I was late on first. He's got 24s on there. I think 24s will go, but his car just didn't have it. Oh, this guy races all the time. I don't know. I mean, unless it's a crazy fast Lambo, there's still some decent matchups against it. Like the Audi, the Nissan, the Camaro, if you're lucky, but mine isn't all that great. What else? Just trying to mix it up a little. I'm kind of thinking I might call it early tonight to try and see if I can get my sleep schedule fixed up. For some reason, when I looked at that car, I thought it was a Lambo from the front. You see, this could be a good matchup. Depending. I was late on both of mine. On 1 and 2. Oh, we got a big number for that, though. That was the best pass I've gotten that thing in a long time. That 60 was low, though. Kind of unusually low. That thing really got out of that hole. It's got those secret tires that hide underneath when it takes off. '69 Camaro. Which one is a 69? I don't even know. If you got the 69, I'll just bring this. Can I just bring this? We can always do it next time. I'll see what it looks like anyway. Oh, okay, that one, yeah. See if my car still works. Mine is probably not as fast as that. Unless I get lucky. Close numbers. This car has really got to play catch up because it's doesn't 60. None of these other cars seem to 60. These other supercars. Yeah, we can go one more. Looks like this car is overmatched though. You got low bars on that. Yeah, that's a bit of a mismatch. Yeah, it looks like you're really hitting on those bars on the takeoff. I don't know if mine looks like that or not. Because usually you need, that's this one, right? You usually need a little more space to get that bounce. I can't tell. This is a low car though, too. Yeah, I'll see if this. I'll see what I can do. I haven't raced this in a while. I think we raced these before. This used to be a good car for me, though. I remember because this came out with a decal set when it originally came out, and I removed most of it. Yeah, see, this car has that slow bump. That would have been good if I would have got the RT. I might have too much delay on it. I didn't hit the. I don't think I hit the spot in first gear though. You know, I think I was early in first. What's up, Mr. Walker? What car you want? Whoa, where'd that pass come from? I'm not treeing though. My delay must be way too long on this car. Let's see what it is. Yeah. This car hits harder now though. So you don't need that much delay as it used to. You want this car? John Walker? I don't know if I can run that number again. Oops. All right, here's your code. Yeah, I don't know. I think that could have been a lucky pass, or it could have been like a one-off type pass. Because I don't think this car is this fast. Could have just been one of those things. Okay, I'll give you another minute if you want to grab that code. See if I can pull off another mid 5.5. I was actually messing with my phone earlier. I was watching a YouTube live stream with chat, and I had the game open and I was switching back and forth just to see what it was like, and didn't really seem to be a problem. I could even leave the YouTube channel like in the little mini window on top of the game, and still seemed to work okay. All right, time's up. If you want to put up a code, go ahead. I think I'm gonna grab some other cars. I think it might be time to take out the Lambos. So we take this thing out. Where's the car I'm looking for? Haven't really raced this that much. Okay, so that's my nitrous Nissan Z. Could try that. Easy pickings. Yeah, I'm thinking after this round, I might wrap it up early tonight. Put up the private code. I don't really care if I get a Lambo or not. Just kind of want to test it out. Oh, we got the Murder Nova. We don't see that often. That car was buffed. So that car got a lot of spin. The 52 got a decent 60, but with the spin like that, I think you lose it once you start hitting the other gears. If you don't get that good grip, it doesn't carry it through to the other gears, I think. Now we got full fi out here racing NT in the Lambo. Probably because he's running 5.3s. I think we'll run through these cars and then I think we're going to wrap it up early tonight. See if we can get some test passes in on these. At this point, I'm not really doing any tuning on a lot of cars, so I just do test passes live. Because if it can't do it live, it's not going to really do you any good. We got the stock decals on the Lambo, fresh from the dealer. Doesn't want to stage. Try the sneak attack. Oh, my car really spun. It's too bad he got the red light. I should just dip out. Usually it's the opposite against the Lambo, where the car gets a lot of grip, but the nitrous one is different. So now we're playing staging games with a Lambo. I was about to just drop out because I don't understand why people feel the need to do this. It's a Lambo. I got a pretty good launch. He can't tree it. All that drama for that. $25 by $21. What is that? I'm not going to jump in a 2K race though. Oh, that was an NA car. I probably could have jumped in. This guy will probably jump back in with his Lambo. This lobby lurker with no name. I can't tree. Oh, we got a big block. Unless this is a hacker, maybe I should just give him the hit, because he's on a motor car. I forgot the shift anyway. Actually, I think my car just spun. That was kind of weird. I'll race you. Yeah, I remember. He kept red lighting. Looks like there's not a lot of races being put up right now. I still haven't heard anything on Facebook about fixing the Lambo. But actually the other supercars are broken too. The GT, the McLaren, and the Ferrari are all broken. $120K, that's it. You're rich. But you weren't rich back then. We got a couple guys running NTs here. Let's see. Got 2 hours left on the leaderboard. I got to number 9 somehow. Did I drop or was I? I don't remember being that high. So we got the first one's a glitch. 36 is questionable. Mr. 5-4, I've raced him before. You got a no name. Not a lot of big names on this leaderboard though. Oh, only 15 mil, that's it. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in this 130 mil range right now. It's kind of hard to just win money right now because there isn't like a go-to car that I know I'm gonna get a good matchup against if I take it out like the Nissan was doing for a while there. When you take out a Lambo, it's pretty much going to be 50-50 all the time because everybody's running low 5.4s. And then obviously if you take out cars that aren't a Lambo, you're going to get hit with a bunch of Lambos. So it's not like a money-making situation unless you jump in on people. If you have a Lambo and you jump in on NA cars, the fancy tune. I'm pretty sure I've seen him put up a 5.2 before. I've definitely seen an AA guys put up 5.2, so what the heck is wrong with my Audi? See, that's like whenever you race a Lambo, you get that. He red lit. My car was looked like it was stuck in mud. It happens every time you bring a different car against a Lambo. I don't understand. We'll take this 5K. See what this R8 does this time. That thing basically fell on its face against the Lambo. Audi versus Audi. Not a very good pass for me. All right, I'm thinking we close it out with one of these Lambos. I got this. I made this other one. It's got 28s on it, I think. I was trying some different wheel sizes just for fun, but it doesn't make a heck of a lot of difference with these as long as you're between like 26 almost all the way up to 30. And I also put nitrous on it just to mix it up a little. I got good shifts except that last one. But this car isn't as fast as my other one. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to run bracket, if you have a good 8-9 bracket car, you could make a lot of money. That bracket just gets monotonous to me, though. Yeah, I have a good 8-9 full tree car that I used to team race with, that I used to do pretty well in too, because I had people asking me to join their team, but I wasn't really into it anymore. And I was actually playing that on my other phone. For some reason, it was more consistent. You get the double O tree and the pretty much dead on time. You can do a lot of damage. Yeah, the thousand foot. But that one was I don't remember. I didn't set up the delay on that one though. I don't remember how that was set up. I don't know. We could possibly play it with it another day. I can take a look at it. See if I can get a better run with this nitrous car. Oh, he's got bars on that thing. I missed my shifts. I forgot how this car shifts. Maybe that was the easy fix for the 25. The 25-inch Lambos was the bars. So he didn't get the pass that time. His 60-foot is higher than mine. Looks like his car is erratic with the bars. Because that was in the 60, that wasn't the shifts. He doesn't want to stage. I didn't get my shifts. Oh, yes, I did. He got the HK. His car's all over the place. I got a good clean pass, though. His numbers are like all over the place. His speed, his 60, his ET. I think that one was a little laggy, though, based on the fact he ran a 5.3 and I ran a 41 in this. That's my red light. I just kept missing shifts on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. The streaming's kind of been messing up my sleeping schedule. So I'll have to see if I can try to get back on track. Hopefully that guy doesn't jump in on my race. Yeah, it looks kind of quiet now anyway. Got my new car tag on the side. My new racing team. Let's see if another Lambo jumps in here. I think we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. Got a nice pass on that other car, on the other one, the 541 with the double O. I don't think that's gonna move me up though. Yeah, move me up to number 8. It's still up there. The 416 with the 008. Number 8. There's a Lambo. I haven't raced Lambo very much though, to be hitting those 5.3s. So I'm not really in sync with it. We got the trees in my way again. Let's try this view. See if this works for us. Yeah, I left him in last gear. Only ran a 45 though. His 60 is not there with the 28.5s. Yeah, I like racing as a view when you have the scoreboard down there. That was a pretty good one. He's all over the place. With the yellow bars too. Yeah, you want to race Lambos? Yeah, after this I might be wrapping it. Oh, you got the 26s. Yeah, I moved up from the 26 to the 27 because the 26 seemed like it wasn't doing it anymore, but I didn't really try and tweak it. I was early on that first, I think. I got a good 60. All depends with this car though. Usually I do better when those first two are like bang bang one after the other. think that second was late. That was a pretty good one. If I would have been on that second, though, I think it would have been better. We'll try this one. Those are good shifts, I think. Oh, yeah. That's the one. I got the 65 on the 60 foot. That was a crazy pass. I nailed those shifts, though. I don't remember what the tree was on that, but I think that still counts, even though it's a HK. I think it still goes up on the leaderboard. Looks like I got the shifts again, but I didn't get the tree. I missed the tree on that one too. Oh, it seemed it felt like I did, but I didn't. Got a pretty good pass. I missed a shift in there. It's funny how you get the timing on these cars after racing them so much. How you can actually hit those gears when they're so quick like that. I think I was early on fourth. Whoa, big pass. I got the 60 though. That's gonna that one will move me up, I think. Not by much. Maybe 36 is within reach. I don't think I got the tree on that one. No. This guy just wants to keep going. He probably wants to put up a 5-3 on me. Hopefully he does, and I'll get my 20K back. This view seems to be working for me, though. Maybe it's better. Those were good, but I didn't get the tree. No, that was a slow pass. Looks like my car is kind of losing it a little. Yeah, we moved up one notch. Four 1.8. I think we had like a 4.1, or were we 4.2? I can't remember. We'll take that. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be an early wrap for tonight. Short stream. So, trying to get my sleep schedule kind of back in order. Hopefully, I can get that worked out. And then I guess we'll be back at it. Kind of a tentative schedule right now, pretty much. See how it goes.